Hey, what's poppin'? This Cuz OP here, Real 16 TV. We got a little sad episode for you, you know what I'm saying? It's been a hard month, you know what I'm saying? Especially for people that are rap fans. We done lost Young Dolph. I know that was probably in November more than it was December, you know what I'm saying? But I just been a month span. Now, the person that we lost today is a little less well known. The only reason I didn't do a video on Dolph is just because Young Dolph is a very well known person. I do really like Dolph and all that stuff, and it was a big hit. But this to me was a bigger hit, just because I listened to him a lot more, and I know a lot of people don't. This was an artist that wasn't super well known, but his name is Draco the Ruler. He was a member of the Stink Team musical group. Unfortunately, they have already lost another member, like just at the beginning of this year, if not last year, Catchy the Great. And if you heard of the artist Rimble had just signed to the Stink Team, which he didn't sign to like a label, but he's like YBN. He signed to the Stink Team just recently. He was had a lot of high praise towards Draco the Ruler. Now, just to give you some knowledge on him, Draco the Ruler was like if I didn't already say a lot, but he was an underground rapper from California. He was really known for being cool with like Shoreline and Rucci and stuff like that. He wasn't so much cool with Rucci when he died, but I'm pretty sure he was still cool with Shoreline and stuff. And which is the Shoreline Mafia and all them, and then Greedo, free Greedo. Greedo's still locked up in prison and stuff. But basically, he was affiliated with them. I like the song. It's regular. Big Bank Uchis was the one that made him big, and then Flu Flamin' is the old ones and stuff like that. But he made so much music. He probably got more albums than a lot of people. You can go look him up right now, and you're going to find plenty of his stuff. Well, basically, from my knowledge, he was at a LA music festival, and he got into an altercation with some people and stuff like that. And allegedly, not even allegedly, because that really happened. He allegedly got beat up, but he allegedly got stabbed. Well, he got stabbed in his neck and went into critical condition last night at I think it was I had just woke up to 11, because they said 9 p.m. is when it happened. So here it was probably I don't know my time central thing, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 hours back. So where we're at and stuff like that, when I woke up, he had just got stabbed and put into critical condition and stuff like that. And so right here is where I'm going to go ahead and insert what they said. Stabbed in the area behind the stage at just before 9 p.m. local time and was transported to a local hospital in critical condition. People reporter Thomas Meyer said on Twitter, the rapper, whose real name is Daryl Caldwell, was attacked by a group of men backstage and was seriously injured. Source with the direct knowledge of the incident told the Los Angeles Times. The LAPD confirmed on Twitter that there had been an incident at the festival that concluded the event early. They said California Highway Patrol would be assisting their investigation. The Once Upon a Time in LA festival announced via its official Facebook account that the show had ended early and urged guests to head to the exit. And then that's a post, you know what I'm saying? Read that. The concert was held at Bank of California Stadium in Exposition Park in Los Angeles, where hip-hop artists such as Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, The Game, 50 Cent, and YG have been scheduled to perform. Caldwell, 28, was acquitted of murder charge in 2019 from a 2016 incident in Carson, California that left a 24-year-old man dead. He was also acquitted of 5 attempted murder charges and conspiracy to commit murder. LA County prosecutors then sought to retry the rapper for charges related to the same killing, which was resolved in a plea bargain. He was released from custody in November 2020 So basically, the reason why I stopped like that and kind of messed up, since it's still in the recording, is because that's something that everybody already knew about when it came to Draco the Ruler. He had a situation where he had an incident of murder he was charged for, and they tried to recharge him for the murder, and so they threw him back in jail for years and years for an old murder, just because they felt as though he should have been a part of the crime. Okay, now that y'all didn't see that and stuff like that, I just want to throw out, I do follow him well enough, so I do know that he was having certain issues with people and stuff like that, especially in his own hometown. You know what Boosie says. Same thing that happened for Dolph. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering this morning. But same thing that happened to Dolph. You hypnotize him with you know what I'm saying? These rappers are hypnotized with hatred and shit. They want you to be like, okay. So to touch up on that last thing I was saying and stuff like that, Draco the Ruler had got in trouble a long time ago, and we're not going to detail it because this is more about his passing and stuff like that. He had got in trouble a long time ago because he was at a party with his friends. Now, mind you, this is the rules of being in a gang. You got to have 5 members, and you guys got to all be under some sort of action together, usually criminal action to be considered, of course. So Draco the Ruler was there with the rest of the Stink Team. He's affiliated with the neighborhood card, the Rolling O's and stuff like that, like Nipsey, but just the Rolling 100s. But he his squad and the thing that he banged was the Stink Team, which is something that they created, was a musical group and stuff like that. And it wasn't really about like nothing violent, but the police there took it like that. So there was a issue and somebody ended up getting shot, of course, in Carson, like the video said, and they blamed it on Draco, even though he didn't pull the trigger and stuff like that, and he had left first, but they considered him the leader of the group. And in California, they care about gangs more than they care about individuals, so they figured they'd just take them out altogether. All right, just to get past that. Later on, I ain't gonna lie, he also started a beef with some people from Inglewood and called it Ingle Weird, which in California and anywhere, especially if you're of the urban community, you know what I'm saying? Urban community means motherfuckers that enjoy rap, motherfuckers that, you know, all that type of lifestyle, the lifestyle that other people call lame. I call it Caucasian and urban lifestyles. You could be black and be in a Caucasian lifestyle. You just, you know what I'm saying? You a square. You don't really, you think everything is bad, even though some people are doing stuff just because they have to. You feel me? We call that, I call that the Caucasian lifestyle. And then the urban lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? You're more open to like stuff of the African American community, no matter what color you are. So like people, the urban community or whatever, they kind of would understand what I mean, but people of the urban community, especially in LA, are not a big fan of the weirdo word and stuff like that. It's just not, it's not cool. Like Mark Buster weirdo. So he called him Ingle Weird, basically saying like, we don't fuck with all of this area. So instead of like, how do I explain it? Instead of beefing like squad to squad where we're from, because it's more like squads more than gangs, but beefing squad to squad, like, all right, we don't like y'all and y'all don't like us, or we don't like them, and ours is very short. What he did, instead of just beefing with a squad of dudes he didn't like, he chose to beef with the whole area. So instead of him basically saying like, fuck blah blah blah, he basically said fuck all of Carthage or Web City or one of these other ass places, you know. And so, on that note, that means a bunch of people in this area, and this is a place where everybody takes like disrespect very seriously. A lot of people from this area chose to hate him. Now, I'm not saying that has anything to do with what happened to him, but I am saying that is the last thing that was going on with him for real, because he was honestly being pretty peaceful. He has a habit of calling a bunch of people bitch ass niggas and being very like disrespectful, and that's kind of the reason why everybody kind of liked the guy, like low key, because he was cool and he was honest and stuff like that, and he never stopped like doing the things that made him him. Like he would be like, hey, don't drink syrup, but he'd be like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna stop, but the reason why I'm telling you is because it's very not beneficial to me, which is the opposite of what Future did. And Future was like, hey, Molly Percocet, and he don't take that shit, and he can't even explain to you the bad effects of it, so he just hyping kids up to do some shit that he not with. So, you know what I'm saying? Draco had a little bit more understanding on that note because he was a little bit more street level, which these pop star ass rappers would not understand. But I want to say R.I.P. a legend. This nigga meant a lot to me. There's days and days on end where I was only playing Draco the Ruler music. And some of y'all gonna go play his stuff and be like, hey, this dude slap. And some of y'all gonna play his music, damn, you was able to play that consistently all day, no problem. And they'd be like, yeah, that's just what it was, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no funny shit. That's just what it was. So R.I.P. my mans and shit like that. I hope that people, he gets the accolades he's supposed to, but people don't just start faking just because he you know what I'm saying, he passed away, because he passed away in kind of an interesting way, you know what I'm saying. People really had to not fuck with you, to attack you in a festival in front of everybody, you know what I'm saying. So R.I.P. a legend. Um, Condolences to the Sting team. I'm honestly flustered. I'm kind of hard for words, you know what I'm saying? So, continue to like, subscribe, and share. Continue to fuck with me. R.I.P. the Snake Meaner. All right, bye.